Got to get that mic together. What's up? What's up, guys? Peace and blessings. Welcome to my channel, Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and nine buys. I changed my mic, guys. Well, not the mic, but I have my Bluetooth, so I can't even hear. So, guys, if I sound a little loud, let me know, please, because at the last moment I went ahead and put my Bluetooth in. Okay, so guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. As you can see right here, we're going to go ahead and talk about some more of this stuff when it comes to love and marriage in Huntsville, which, yes, I am tired of it. But if this channel right here is going to trigger you guys, like I say, it's not for everyone. So, it might just trigger you if you can stand it, stay in. If not, hey, it may not be for you. But also, that girl, I don't know who that girl is. She's going back and forth with me. I'm giving her the opportunity where she can come on my platform and we can go ahead and talk about it woman to woman. So if you want to come on, you are welcome to come on. That girl, I promise you, I won't bite. I see Gail Francis in the house. Gail Francis says, hello, everyone. Also, she says, if she is coming on the show to bring up old stuff about the Scots, she need to not come on the show. They need to move the heck on. Absolutely. Also, my girl is in the house. Yes, Nicole Givens. She says, good afternoon, happy holiday, prophetess and chat. Merry Christmas. Also, happy holidays to you as well. So, guys, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me good. I went ahead and I put these Bluetooth in. I cannot hear anything. Okay, Sparkus in the house. Yes. How are you doing, Sparkus? Yes, indeed, guys. Welcome, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. Yes, yes, yes. So, guys, as you can see right here, we're going to go ahead and talk about Arion Curry. We're going to talk about Arion Curry's role when it comes to love and marriage in Huntsville. Guys, I had called this out from day one. Like I said, when it comes to all this stuff right here, love and marriage in Huntsville, it all was centered around Martel, Arion, and Melody's infidelity. So if you're going to go ahead and you're going to talk about it, you're going to bank on it. So you might as well go ahead and put a name on it. Okay. So give me a few seconds, guys. Let me go ahead and get everything right. Um, so making sure that everything is okay. Okay. So just bear with me. Give me a few seconds, making sure I have everything right. Okay. So also Nicole says Miss Sparkus and Miss Gail. Yes, indeed. So guys, again, welcome, welcome, welcome. I see that I have 21 people that's in the house, guys. Make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. So let me go ahead and read the disclaimer. Let me read the disclaimer right quick before I go ahead and get into all this right here. So the disclaimer is under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. Fair use is used permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. So like I said, guys, in here, we are real talk, unapologetic, and non-biased. So only grown folks in here. And if you can't stand the heat, hey, you're going to have to get out the kitchen because in here, we are not sugarcoating for anyone. Okay. Also, Nicole says, Miss Gail, yes, ma'am. All is well. Blessing to you and your family. Okay. All righty, guys. So I had some stuff that I wanted to go ahead and talk about when it came to some of this stuff. Is something different with dealing with Trump. He's trying to go ahead and put out all these executive orders. I don't know if you guys saw this right here. So let me go ahead and show this to you. I saw this right here on Tasha K. And also when it comes to my platform, I'm not just going to go ahead and talk about love and marriage in Huntsville. I'm gonna go ahead and change it up some, talk about different stuff instead of talking about the same stuff. Because like I said, this right here, it's just like beating a dead horse. But I want to go ahead and show you this right here. I saw where Donald Trump, I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and drop the mic if Sparkus want to come on, and if he want to come and talk about some of this stuff that I'm about to talk about right now, give me a few seconds. Let me drop the link. So if Sparkus want to come on, he's welcome to come on to talk about what I'm about to mention right here. So let me see if I'm on the right one. I mean, Donald Trump, he is coming up with so many guys, so many executive orders all in one day. So I went ahead and dropped the link. I saw right here on Tasha K's. This right here is Tasha K's Instagram. You guys can go ahead and check it out yourself. Where I saw it says that Donald Trump, he vows to stop transgender lunacy with executive orders. So let me go ahead and play this right quick so you guys can see exactly what he's talking about.
And we will keep men out of women's sports.
I'm trying to see if I can get to the beginning.
And that will likewise be done on day one. Should I do day one, day two, or day three? How about day one? Right?
Hey, what's in that bag? What's in that bag?
So I'm gonna go see if I can play it again, guys, so you guys can hear exactly what Donald Trump is talking about, how he's talking about on day one. You know, he got so many executive orders. I don't even know if he's going to go ahead and fulfill all this right here. But I saw right here where she had wrote Donald Trump is making a bold promises on transgender issues, pleading to stop the transgender lunacy with executive order if re-elected, from banning transgender individuals from the military to restricting their participation in schools and sports. He's outlining a headline stance. Also, it says that he also plans to enforce a government policy recognizing only two genders, male and female. What your take on this, Wano? So that's right here what Tasha K is saying. And also someone has said out the military and away from children. Amen. Let's go Trump. So let me see if you all guys can hear it.
To stop the transgender lunacy. And I will sign executive orders to end child sexual mutilation, get transgender out of the military and out of our elementary schools and middle schools and high school. And we will keep men out of women's sports. And that will likewise be done on day one. Should I do day one, day two, or day three? How about day one? Right?
So, guys, let me know what your thoughts about that. Where Trump, you know, he's saying in day one, you know, this is what, you know, he's going to try to go ahead and put in executive order when it comes to transgender, you know, also when it comes to them in the military, also sports and schools. So let me know what your thoughts is about that. I went ahead and dropped the link if Sparkers want to come on and, you know, address some of the stuff that's going on, you know, just let me know what your thoughts is about all that right there. Also, I want to go ahead and share one more link with you guys. And after that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go and talk about the stuff that's going on with love and marriage in Huntsville. And just like I said earlier, guys, I'm not just going to stick to love and marriage in Huntsville. I promise you guys, I am word out, you know, until they sit there and, you know, do some changes. I think that it's time for them to go ahead and revamp. So right here, I don't know if you guys saw this right here. This is on the Shed Room, where it's talking about the House Ethics reports find evidence that former Representative Max Gaetz paid thousands for sexual encounter and drugs, including encounter with 17-year-old girl in 2017. And like I said, all this right here is alleged. I'm gonna go ahead and say alleged, but I want to know what your thoughts about this, and the reason why I went ahead and talk about this, because when it comes to some of these big major platforms, especially this content creator, she calls herself Tisha Teller. When it comes to all this high profile stuff, especially when it comes to celebrities, she always talk about it. But if you're going to talk about what others are doing, then you might as well talk about what everybody is doing, because we are seeing right now, when it comes to these politicians, when these people are making decisions that's going to affect our lives, our children lives, and so on. Now when it comes to the celebrities, the ones that we wants to go out there and help these people do their job, it won't affect us not one bit. It won't even have us to lose any sleep. But when it comes to these people right here that are in position, it can affect us all. And all I'm just sitting there saying, if we want to go ahead and talk about, the stuff that's going on with these people are doing, we might as well talk about it all. But the thing about it, guys, when it comes to this right here, one thing, when it comes to what I say, white people, I'm just saying, they are loyal when it comes to one another. They're not going to go out there and assassinate these people. They're going to let justice, serve. They're going to make sure that that person have a fair trial, just like when all the stuff that had happened with Donald Trump, 34 felonies, charged with, and also the people that was in jail, behind President Trump. And you didn't hear anything. You didn't hear these people out there, ratting on each other. You didn't hear anything. You guys saw where these people, they doing their time, and most likely when they come out, Donald Trump gonna have his back. All I'm just sitting there is saying, when it comes to our people, I wish we have that same type of loyalty, because I know we got some silly sheeps out there, but like I said, these people get paid for this. So let me go ahead and read this right here, where I saw that the outcome of the House Committee investigation into former Representative Matt Gaetz has been announced, according to at CNN. The committee found evidence that Gaetz paid thousands. So they found evidence, and you don't see none of this, on these YouTuber channels. You don't see, because we only, go after when it comes to celebrities, especially when it comes to black celebrities. Stuff like this right here it's a reason why they get away with a lot of stuff, because like I say, when it comes to these people, we're not going to talk about them, because it's like a slave mentality. We was told not to put our mouths on them, but when it's time for our people, when they go out there and do some stupid things, to tell on them. But right here it says that the committee found evidence that Gates paid thousands of dollars to women for sex and drugs during the time in Congress, including paying a 17-year-old girl for sex back in 2017. And when we heard when R. Kelly was out there messing with a 17-year-old girl, I mean, you said and you saw these people, making all types of videos, even did surviving R. Kelly and all this other stuff. And, but I promise you, ain't nothing going to happen, just like nothing had happened when it came to Donald Trump. Because when it comes to these type of people, we was told not to put our mouths on them. And that's why you don't see any of the YouTubers even talking about this. Also, it says the report concludes Gates violated Florida state law, including a state statutory rape law. The panel investigators said that the committee determined there is substantial evidence that Representative Gates violated House rules and other standards of conduct, prohibiting prostitution, statutory rape, illicit drugs, use impermissible gifts, special favors, or privilege, and obstruction of Congress. So let me know what your thoughts about this right here. Also, it says during the investigation, it was revealed that Gates offered used PayPal and Venmo various times to make the transition. So, like I said, they got the evidence. But I promise you, you're still going to see Matt Gaetz, you're still going to see him as representative. One of the incidents that was investigated was a trip to the Bahamas in 2018, where the violated the house gift rule. During the trip, he engaged in sexual activity with multiple women, including one who describes the trip as the payment for sex on the trip. The commitment initially agreed not to release the report, but secretly, listen to this right here, secretly voted earlier this month to do so, according to NBC News. Gates is now seeking a restraining order against the House Ethnic Committee to stop the release of the report. As previously reported, Gates was President elected Donald Trump first choice first choice for Attorney General, but he later dropped out as the previous allegation against him began to arise again. So, guys, let me know what your thoughts about this, how you feel about this, and why when it comes to white people, like I said there and say, I'm just saying, they going to be loyal when it comes to each other. They going to protect each other. But why when it comes to our people, why we don't protect our own people? Why we don't let the law, if these people are out there, doing some silly things, why don't they stand in court and have a fair trial? That's all I'm saying. But someone says nothing will happen to him. Let's be real. And also, this is, I'm not going to read the rest, but this right here, nothing will happen to him. So let's be real. So just let me know what your thoughts is about that. I just felt led to go ahead and talk about this. So let me go ahead and read some more of the comments, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about Love America in Huntsville. And like I said, if this channel going to trigger you, you're going to be all in your feelings, guys. Maybe this is not the channel for you, because in here, like I said, it is grown folks. No children in here, 18 and older, okay? So also, hey, Travanisa is in the house, says happy holidays, guys. Also, I see Yvonne, I might be pronouncing her name, Yvonne Ronetta. Hi, how are you doing, Yvonne? Also, Gail Frances, I had one almost cuss me out last week because I heard a man's voice and said, sir. Okay, Gail Francis said they started with that group of people in Germany in the 40s. Also, Nicole said, Lady D, Gaze stepped down, ma'am, because he didn't want the Senate to release those documents of his unlawful behavior to be released to the public. Thank you very much. Thank you for that information. Thank you very much. Also, Gail has said exactly, Nicole, and the majority threatened to release all of the dirt, I guess, had on them, or unless they talking about something else. Also, Nicole said, Ms. Gail, the 17-year-old was of legal age to consent in the state, so he isn't going to be prosecuted, but he's not fit to be serving in the president cabinet. Absolutely, especially when all that stuff is going on. But the question that I have, why you don't hear, people making thousands of videos, when it comes to stuff like that? That's just, how I feel about when it comes to all this right here. Also, Gail says, you kidding, Nicole? They keep saying she was underage. Also, Nicole says, Miss Gail, I agree. Anyone under 18, when approached by an adult, should be prosecuted, and that law should be the same all over the U.S. The age of consent should not be different based on the state. Absolutely. But like I said, the thing that I'm really talking about is why you don't see these big old bloggers, making thousands of videos, back to back, but you won't see that, because like I say, we was only conditioned to tear each other down. Also, let me go ahead and get out of this right here, but just let me know what your thoughts about this right here. And also, Nicole said, yes, ma'am, Ms. Gail, I follow some politician's sector, and we want to see the documents because if he was of color, they would have released the paperwork already. That's all I am saying. Okay, that's all I am saying. So let me go ahead and close some of these tabs right here, and we're gonna go ahead and talk about this subject right here. And like I said, all this right here is alleged. It is my opinion. And to me, it is for entertainment purpose only. So let me go ahead and read the copyright disclaimer again. It's under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. So again, guys, make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. So all this right here, guys, I want to go ahead and talk about this right here, especially when it came to Martel and Arion. They went on their YouTube channel, and they did their content just like we do. That's what everybody do, So if you want to go ahead and you want to start your content, want to go ahead and start your YouTube platform, you talk about topics like that. But like I said yesterday, you do not go and stream someone's content. We don't do that. We don't do that. That's just to show you when it comes to these people, they think that, they so bold and entitled, especially when it's some that they don't like, where they can go ahead and take these people content and make it their own. But I promise you, if it was the other way around, then you'll have a problem. But just like Arion said, let them go ahead and do it because, you know, all you're going to do is, once you monetize it, that money, who you think is going to go to? That money is going to go to Arion. So if these big platforms want to go ahead and put her intellectual property on their channel, then hey, kudos to them, because the money that YouTube pays you is going to end up in Arion's pockets, and that's real talk. Okay. So also, I want to go ahead and talk about Tisha and Marsa. I want to talk about Tisha and Marsa. Like I said, all this right here is just like I had called it before, is a tit for a tat. A tit for a tat. When Tisha came on Carlos King platform, and she went ahead and she called him gay. So I feel, that I guess, Martel and them felt that why not them come and say some things about them. So that's all that's about, and I think all this right here, they just did it for entertainment, and people, they gravitated because what we are doing, we still talking about it. We still talking about when Arion brought in uh whoever she was allegedly being with Marcel. We still talking about stuff like that. So quite obvious, it worked. It worked because they went viral. Whether you like it, whether it's good news, bad news, you still like it. And like I said, all this right here, to me, it was just a test run. They just wanted to see if you guys was going to go ahead and gravitate it, because that was, out of Tisha's character. We already know Tisha, she does not roll like that. Tisha would never, come out and put something like that, unless, like I said, good news, bad news. It worked. It worked. So Martel came back. So now they both even. That's exactly how I see it. But I also want to go ahead and talk about Melody. When it comes to Melody, is this Melody last season? Let me know, guys, what you think about it. Is this Melody's last season? Because if Melody does not have a storyline, then why should Melody be on that show? No one should be timid or feel like, oh, we got to be with Melody, or we got to pick a side to be with Martell. It shouldn't be like that. If Melody does not have a storyline, if Melody does not have anyone to film with, then I think that Melody, it's time for Melody to go ahead and exit. And that's is my opinion. And nobody is out here, trying to come on Melody. I'm talking about this reality show. Melody going through everyone, every cast, trying to bring up their dirt, but we don't even want to know about what's going on with Marcel or Maurice. We don't want to know anything about these people. We want to know, what do you have going on, Melody? What are your storyline, Melody? Because everybody always talks about Melody has a storyline. Melody does not have a storyline without Martel. She does not have a storyline without Martel, and that's facts. I don't know anything that Melody ever really talked about for almost 7 seasons, going on 8 seasons, without talking about Martel. And I'll wait, but nobody is not going to allow Melody to go and pull up their dirt, or talk about them. But the minute when it backfires on Melody, then sh- everybody's the villain and she's the victim. It's not going to work like that, because if I am about my peace, Melody always comes and says she's about her peace. If she was about her peace, why is she sticking her nose in everybody's business? Because she does not have a storyline. She does not have a storyline. And when it came to Marcel, I think that was out of line with Marcel, because Marcel, he's trying to keep Melody on the show. He's trying to film with her. But why? It doesn't make no sense to me when I see Melody and Marcel and Tisha filming with each other. I cringe. I really cringe. And the reason why I cringe, because we already know all the way from day one, these people been fighting each other. It was all about them with the infidelity. So now all of a sudden, they want to form an alliance. It doesn't work like that. We already know when it came to Marceau and Maurice and Martel, all these people, they grew up together. All these people was friends, went to school. They were friends. So I'm pretty sure things is going to, it's things is going to smooth over, because we already know men does not hold grudges the way that women hold grudges. Men does not do that. And I'm pretty sure that, hey, let's go ahead and make this money. More so, and Tisha, let's get over this. We building our dream houses. We're not going to forfeit what we had in mind, our vision, so we can, make sure that Melody has a spot on that show. And like I told you guys, I don't have a dog in this fight, but I'm going to call as I said. If Melody got something going on when it comes to her network, they say Nubian Network. I don't know if it's on what, Amazon or whatever, but whatever she got going on, then why don't she focus on that? I'm the type of person, honey, I'm not going to build nobody else's house before I build my own house. And when it comes to Martel and Arion, I called it from day one. I saw straight through this. And that's why, yes, I am tired of it, but I want to see it through. I'm ready to see it through. I'm ready to see a change. If Arion come on, she has the right to come on this show. She has the right to make money just like everybody else. I saw when I didn't see, but I read a comment where, and I gave her the opportunity. I told that girl, I say, look, I'm going to be on my platform at 1:00. You are welcome to come on. But you cannot go around and striking someone's channel just because you don't like that person. It does not work like that. That's just like the girl when she strike my channel. YouTube going to investigate that now. YouTube now has a new system, because they know we got a lot of trolls out here that's ruining people's channels just because they don't like it. But I don't know about you. If I don't like a channel, I'm not going to sit here and watch something that I don't like. Because like I said, it got so many channels that set up that talking about love and marriage, Huntsville, or whatever topics that you want to talk about, then that's where I'm going to go. If I don't like it, I'm not going to sit there and I'm not going to watch. Or I'm going to say that I don't like this person, but yet I'm going to use their content. Come on, guys, make it make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. And for you guys to come out and she wrote, oh, I'm going to strike her channel. You can't do that. You end up trying to strike someone's channel just because. I promise you, then YouTube going to end up sitting there kicking you off. And don't talk about if that person is a content creator, because you now can appeal it. Just like I say, when that girl went ahead and she strike my channel, because when Melody went ahead and doxed me. Yes, Melody went ahead and doxed me. Melody had put my picture up because she thought that when it came to Anthony Lofty, that was my son. So she put my picture up there poking fun, which she knew it wasn't true. But she did it. And when her millimeters went ahead and posted on their channel, I thought that it was the millimeters that did that, not knowing that it was Melody. Melody went ahead and she doxed me, or she was trying to get them to dox me. But like I said, when it comes to my life is an open book. But this other content creator, she felt the need to go and insert herself in something that she had no business. And then once she did it, then she wanted to go ahead and apologize. It does not work like that. And it does not work like that when it comes to YouTube. YouTube went ahead and monetized that video, but I still had that strike on there. And when I talked to YouTube, they say they couldn't take it off until 90 days, but it's off now. But you got to go through the process. So you cannot sit there and say that I'm going to go ahead and strike somebody's channel just because. It doesn't work like that. And that's real talk. Okay. So also I see where Nicole, she said exactly, they are acting like high school children, not displaying Black excellence. This is not Black excellent at all. If we want different content, then people don't need to watch it. Hopefully next season they elevate. And I'm pretty sure that they are going to elevate, because we already saw when it came to the Scots and it came to Call Us King, when they was on the platform, dealing with something I think OWN Network and the NAACP had. He pretty much put the mantle in the Scots' hands. He pretty much did it. And we found out a lot of stuff that we was not even privy to. Let me see if I can go ahead and pull that up. We didn't know that the Scots had a name for Love and Marriage in Huntsville. We thought that it was all about the host. We thought it was all about Melody and Martel. Found out they all had a hand in shaping this show. It was not just Melody. Let me see if I can go ahead and find that. It was not just Melody. So let me go ahead and play this right quick.
And the impact that it has, because, they're telling us, oh man, I love that idea about the comeback group. There's so many disenfranchised areas that this can impact, and, the impact that it has on economics and all the rest of these.
Why y'all laughing?
And keep laughing when we say comeback group.
I don't know what's funny, guys. I don't get it. I don't get it.
So let me go ahead and pause it right here. When it's talking about the comeback group, that's what it was supposed to be about from the very beginning. It's supposed to have been about the comeback group. Really, to get the Scots on board, Marce already said that, he thought it was about Black excellence. He thought it was about, they coming together and building in their community. That's what he thought it was about. He didn't know that it was about, going after marriages. He didn't know about that. But when it was about the comeback group, that still was beautiful, because it was about Black entrepreneurs coming together and building in their community. That was awesome. That was an awesome vision. But the thing about it is that from day one, the very beginning, and you guys might get upset about it, but like I said, in here, we have a right to our opinion of what we see. We're going to call it as we see it. Melody made it all about herself, made it all about her infidelity. Day one, even Call Us King was shocked. They all knew about it. They made a pact not to talk about Melody's and Martel's infidelity. But who went ahead and put the information out to the YouTube? Melody went ahead and she put her own information out when it came to those YouTubers. And then the thing about it, she got upset when they started talking about it. Make it make sense. But it has supposed to be about the comeback group, the core six coming together and building. Well, what happened? Melody allowed her gifts to be evil spoken of. You guys can get upset all you want, but this is life. What goes around comes around. You cannot think that you're going to come on, and once you come on, oh, I'm going to put my foot on everybody else in order for me to elevate. It doesn't work like that. Because the same ones that's watching your butt goes up there, it's the same ones that's going to tear your tail right down. And that's what you're seeing right now. They are tearing her down because they all bit off of a lie. This was fakery, fakery, fakery. And I promise you guys, I promise you, it's all going to come. It's all going, you're going to see it all play out. But it's supposed to have been about the comeback group building. But Melody made it all about her infidelity. Melody put it all out because she was banking off of her pain. And she did a good job. She had a good run until someone said enough is enough. Tell my story or just go ahead and fire me. So let's go ahead and play a little bit more about this because this right here, what you're seeing is Black Excellent. Like I said, you know, the way that they put it together, I didn't like it. I didn't like the way that they put it together. But like I said, drama sells. Drama sells. That's what we like. We like drama. But much is given, much is required. You're going to see when it comes to the Scotts, their business going to come out. What you saw when it came to Arionne and Martel talking about this, whoever she was, that was fake, guys. I promise you that was fake. That was fake. And even if it wasn't fake, it wasn't even worth it. But it's going to be some stuff, guys, that's going to come out. It's going to be some stuff that's going to come out, especially when it comes to the African trip. And I'm pretty sure when it comes to Tisha already most likely had a talk with Martel and her therapist or whoever, and they went ahead and they hashed it out, and they're going to continue building their dream house. She's not going to throw away her husband. And we got all these silly women out here. Oh, we're going to go and we're going to pull some dirt on Marceau. I mean, I got a lot of information. All the stuff that you guys saw that had played out, that went viral, we already knew about all this stuff right here. Join the membership. If I get maybe about 60, but like I say, it's not my story. But I'm not going to put nothing out unless they sit there and they give me the go. And you guys know I'm team right. I've been riding for Tisha for day one, but I still stand on my truth because they put their life out there. But if they put their life out there, I'm pretty sure that they can handle whatever come their way. They're going to be equipped. But Tisha is not going to get rid of her husband. I wouldn't either. And you could see, even you saw, I think it was like the confession, when Melody was in the confession, she wants to see other marriage break up. Melody wants to see other marriage break up because of what she had said. She was gloating over people going through in their household. She was gloating over that. It's something that she said. I can't say it verbatim. I might watch it again and might see it. I have it on right now, and she might say it again. But she wants other people to follow the same blueprint that she did. Go ahead and leave my husband. You stayed in that marriage. And knowing that someone was in your marriage for almost half of your marriage, you stayed in it. And I'm pretty sure Melody would have still been in that marriage if this show wouldn't have, if they wouldn't have had this reality show. She would have never threw her marriage away. I don't think she would. She would have been doing exactly what they was doing, in and out, coming when she feel like, going out there and get a piece, going out there and get hotels, got her bags right there. by the door, booked and ready. Like I said, we looking from the outside in. And I know, when it comes to different perspective of reviewing, this show these people put out, some of you guys can't see it. And the reason why some of you guys can't see it, because you're looking at it from what you most likely you've been through. You have been hurted. And I'm not telling anyone to stay in a toxic marriage. I'm not telling you that. I wouldn't even stay in a toxic marriage. But if anything is not taken out of my home, ain't nothing liking. I'm not going to sit there and throw my husband out. I'm not going to do that. Now, if he's out there and he's with this and that person and bring something home, yeah, Joker, you got to go. You got to go. But what trash to someone can be treasure, as you can see when it came to Arion. And we're going to talk about all this. And like I said, some of you guys say, what the heck she's talking about? Like I say, this is life. You out there and you go and you throw your husband away, somebody else. And we already saw when it came to Arion. Arion looks good. I don't care what you jokers are out there saying. Arion, what we saw, she looked good. From the head to the sole of her feet. She was able to show her entire body. And in that one video that she did, that one video she uploaded, whether you guys liked it or not, it went viral. And you guys put it on your channel and tried to eat off it. We already know who you guys are. But like she said, let it build up, because the money is going to be in her pockets, because she's going to make sure that that is her property. That's her content. And the way that you guys went about it did it. And especially what really, it just took the cake. We had huge platforms, people that got over 200K subscribers, taken from a little ew person, taken from people that don't even have subscribers, but they got over 200-something thousand subscribers, and taken from these ew little lambs. That's how I call it, ew little lambs. Taken out of their mouth. Make it make sense. So let's go ahead and play a little bit more of this, because I promise you all this right here is going to make sense.
We get to talk to y'all one-on-one, right? We get to like chill.
Y'all miss the comeback group?
Is it?
No, we did though. Kimmy, how many properties do you own in North Huntsville? You and Reese?
Oh wow, we have 9 at this point.
Yeah, and we have 6.
We have 9.
Yeah. And we never knew nothing about that. We never knew nothing about that, because like I said, Melody, she made it all about herself, just like she went ahead and she injected herself in everybody's business. But the buck stopped there when she met Maurice. Maurice sat there and said, no, I'm not going to give you no content. I'm not going to give you no storyline. And then the thing about it, she wanted to play the victim as if Maurice was aggressive to her. See, that's the role that they played. They play that type of role. And that's why I'm so glad when it came to Kimmy. Kimmy came and she sit down. So you're not going to play that victim role. Oh, this man being aggressive. They like to play that. But now you got your wife. And Destiny has said, why Kimmy didn't say anything. I'm glad Kimmy didn't say anything. And Kimmy didn't have to say anything when it comes to Maurice. Maurice is an attorney. He didn't need his wife help, but only if she tried to play the victim. And the thing about it, when it comes to Maurice wasn't going to sit there and clown and let her emasculate and belittle him. You're not going to talk to me like that. And I don't think Kimmy will let Melody talk to her husband that way. Wrong one. It's not Tisha and Marcel that's going to go back and forth. You want to go out there and you want to put my business out there and talk about me to every last person. And then all of a sudden, all this stuff was before it hit the air. The YouTubers was talking about this. Who put it out? Who you think put it out? If she put all the rest of it out, what you think she did with this right here? So let's go ahead and play a little more.
So while the cameras ain't rolling and we getting paid, we still building in that community.
And so
we just happen to do what we say we're gonna do.
Yeah. Right. We still do on a daily basis exactly what we said we're going to do every single day, even though that may not be the general focus that y'all get to see.
So let's go ahead and move it. It's in the right hands. It's in the right hands because now we don't have to worry about that trauma bond and train wagon. It's in the right hand. It's in the Scott's hands. And I'm pretty sure that now we're going to see Black excellent. Okay. So let me go ahead and read some more of these comments. I see Gail said Martel is stuck. He needs to move on what he has going on. Absolutely. I truly believe. I don't know what she's saying her stuck is, but my stuck is it's time for him to tell his story. It's time for him to show his truth. Because we already know when it comes to the beginning, all this stuff was bit off alive. Arion already talked about this. These people wasn't together. These people pitched this reality show. I don't know how, all the stuff had happened, what had happened. Maybe they decide, let's go ahead and get back together. But according to what Arion said, and we only can go by what they said because we don't know these people, She said they wasn't even together anymore. Melody was in and out. In and out. So like I said, if Martel, this is who he's with, if he's with Arion, whether they married or not, which I think they married. I really think they married and they're going to come out. Just like he said in January on New Year's. So make sure you watch for that, okay? That's who he wants to be with. She was with him half of the marriage. The children love her to death. The children calls her mama. Come on. So quite obvious, the children been in that relationship. The children been knowing her. Where was Melody? See, that's the reason why this troll farm came about. And like I said, all this right here is alleged. It's my opinion. So let me go ahead and put all this up. But where was Melody? When the children was going back and forth. Where was Melody? You see? You can't play mom, I'm going to bring these expensive gifts. I'm only going to show pictures of my children when we have special events. Like I say, the kids is not going to remember that. The kids only going to remember when mom and dad was there to tuck them in the bed, to go to their school events, when they were sick. Those are things that the kids are going to remember. The kids not going to remember that you purchased red bottom shoes to them. Kids not going to remember that you catered all the food. No, kids going to remember when we was in the kitchen and we baked cookies and we helped cook. Those are the things that kids going to remember, And like I said, ain't no changing over here, honey. Ain't no changing over here. I'm going to stand my truth. I'm going to stand on what I see, and I'm going to call it as I see it. So let me read some more of the comments. Boo Boo Anderson says, always said, old girl is very manipulative. Hey, Boo Boo. Nicole says, exactly. I couldn't trust an alliance with anyone who tried to divide my marriage. So Scott's beware. Absolutely. But see, the thing about it is that when it came to Marcel, Marcel, I don't know why. But then again, we do know why. And it's all going to play out. It's all going to play out when it comes to Marcel, why he was writing so hard when it came to Melody. Like I said, What goes around comes around. What's done in the dark will be in the light. And I'm pretty sure that all the stuff that's happening right now, and I'm gonna say allegedly, Tisha knew about it. At first, they said Tisha and Marcel had a little short separation, but Tisha realized, hey, I'm not gonna throw my marriage away. For what? For what? Just to go out there, and I'm not saying Melody, I'm just talking just to have 101 body counts. And when you find another joker, can be worse than what you already left behind. From the skillet to the frying pan. Miss me with that Me Too. Leave your husband. To do what? Broken homes, the children sitting there all confused. Seeing so many different men coming in, going on vacations. We saw that when they went to St. Thomas. We saw when Melody, they all went to St. Thomas. What she did, the guy that was hosting her jumped straight on him. She was the only one telling everybody else they don't need a man. But she jumping on the first joker that she see. And I know all this stuff, your entertainment, but I'm just saying. Real talk, you know? Nicole says that Nubian doesn't have any companies that will sponsor ads. Nubian can't afford to pay producers, actors, or writers. So you know it takes millions to start a network. Wow. Wow. And you see those type, like I said, if she got her own network, Nubian, and the reason why she's staying there, because, hey, people wants to get paid. People is not going to tell their story and then got to pay you to tell their story. Make it make sense. You better make sure you have the money. But the thing about it, this is what I don't like. I don't like how people, they try to cover other people's blessings. They don't want anything until they see somebody else have it. That's called covering other people's blessings. Like I say, when it comes to Carlos King, this is not his first rodeo. Carlos King been in the business since he was 20 years old. We already sat there and talked about the stuff that Carlos King, the accomplishments that he have around his belt. He started off at 20 years old working for ABC. So now that you feel that, I want to do what Carlos King, so let's go ahead and call for a blackout. Let's go ahead and sabotage. Let's come on and think that, I'm better than Carlos King. I don't need to film with these casts. Every time when I come around them, I got something negative to say. These people, I'm all about my piece. Make your little debut and then you wants to bounce. No, it don't work like this because this is not the Melody show. This is not the Melody show. You think that these people are going to continue catering around you? No. Hit the door, Jack. Hit the door, Jack, because you can see when it comes to Arionne and Martel, they look like honey. They ready. They sitting on ready. And you think that when it comes to Arion Curry, do you think that you're going to talk to Martel any type of way without her standing up for her man? She going to stand up for him. You ain't going to go even cross him. And we are not even going to talk about Melody anymore. It's time to pass this. It's a whole new chapter. We can't take this old baggage, this old garbage into 2025. If these people ready to revamp, if these people ready to go ahead and get on with this reality show, we can't keep talking about Melody and Martel, they infidelity. Martel cheated on Melody. We don't want to talk about that no more. This is a whole new chapter. Let's talk about who he's with right now, whether you like it or not, but we know you're going to watch. We so know that you're going to watch. Because they proved it to you the other day that you guys was right there beating her fans there. Y'all was beating Martel and Arion fans there. All the ones that sat there wanted to talk about Arion, They were there before anybody else. Like I say, sometimes you need your enemies. You need your enemies in your corners because your enemies are your biggest advertisers. Your enemies is the ones that's going to push you into your destination. And that's real talk. You need your enemies. So let them be there. Mel and Martel are both narcissists, or materialistic and more. Could be, absolutely. But like I said, if I had to take a side, I would take Martel's side. And the reason why I would take Marcel's side is just like what the judge did when it came to what's better for those children. What the judge said, she favors Martel. Martel had the kids' best interests. And that's court document. So don't get mad with the messenger. Don't get mad with the messenger. Like I told you guys, when it comes to this channel is not for everybody. Some of this stuff might trigger you because you figuring, all the stuff that Melody went through. We all went through hell. Melody ain't the only one went through. But like I said, if they choose on that show to stay in their relationship, then you can't sit there and fault other people. Melody, she gave up her marriage the minute she got on this reality show. And she called herself strong. Well, if you call yourself strong, girl, show us what you're working with. Because for now, we don't see anything that Melody is working with. Because she's still knee deep in everybody else's business. She's still knee deep in everybody's business. Deborah says that you all callers is about to put this show on pause. Arion can forget put on the show. Like I said, Callers King is not going to put his show on pause. One monkey does not stop no show. This is not Callers King first rodeo. That's what they want. They want Callers King to put his show on hiatus. They want Callers King to do that. Just like they wanted a blackout. Just like they went over Callers King head, talking to higher up. They want that. Do you think that Callers King going to give them what they want when he already talked about this is the number one show on OWN? So if this is the number one show on OWN, why would he put his show on pause? Make it make sense. You see, I already showed you. This is who he's putting.
And the impact is because, they're telling us, oh man.
He putting his show in these people's hands right here. He's putting his show in these people's hands right here. And if it's Melody does not wants to film with anyone, then Melody, bring someone that you wants to film with. Because you tried it with Shanita. I'm pretty sure Shanita got a lot to talk about. Especially when it comes to Africa. He that have an ear, let him hear. Especially when it comes to Africa. I'm pretty sure Shanita got a lot to talk about, but Shanita ain't going to mess up her business to come on these reality shows. Because she already sat there and say, honey, it's not good for what she's going through in her personal life. So who Melody got to film with? Bring who you going to film with. If it's the security guard, bring the security guard on there. Especially since he's married, I think that would be good entertainment since you guys wants to do a minstrel show. That would be a good minstrel show, a good circus, knowing that he's married. But yet for 7 seasons, you talked about Martel. Like I said, these people has no room to talk about anyone. But if Melody does not wants to film, then hey, just like they did everybody else. This is show business, girl. This is strictly business. Let's say it again, strictly business. So let's go ahead and let's read some more of the comments. So again, guys, welcome to Unapologetic Real Talk. And we all have a right to agree to disagree. We are grown people in here. We are not children. We are not on any milk. If you can't chew it, the meat, hey, spit it out. Nicole Given says, Miss Deborah, where did you hear that callers was putting this on pause? Absolutely. That's what I want to know. Happy holidays. I'm gonna leave that right there. We'll wait. Let me see what's saying because I'm reading late. I'm gonna see Deborah what Deborah gonna say about it. And another thing, especially when it comes to Arion and Martel, they're not gonna let these people spin these lies like the show was before. Even Tisha, the Scotts, they're not gonna allow that to happen anymore. These people got their attorneys on deck, especially when it comes to this troll form. How people going out there and putting all these lies and people running with this. You're going to have to prove it. Defamation. These people got the defamation attorneys on deck. So if they're going to go out there and they're going to put all these lies, then you're going to have to back it up. And I like what Nicole says, Miss Deborah, where did you hear that callers was putting this on pause? Because I'm pretty sure if it's out there, let us know so we can talk about it. But I didn't see any content creators talking about Callers King absolutely came out and said that he's putting his show, his number one show, on pause. I didn't hear him say anything about that. And that's real talk. Gail says, Nicole remembers Simone from Ready to Love tried to say just that, and Mel got mad and attacked Simone. Also, Nicole says, Miss Gail, I do recall several content creators talking about that, ma'am. So they talking about something else. Lunch break is over. Listening, I cannot chat much. Okay, Gail, thank you for coming in. Also, Nicole said the viewer comments stated they were tired of the Mel and Martel storyline. The poor ratings reflect this. I didn't believe that interview either. It was forced and script to me. Absolutely. We got tired, beating that dead horse. And the thing about it, Martel, he thought that they was acting until he saw how he was looking and he saw how, people was going around doxing, harassing, and making his life a living hell. But I think, Martel woke up when Melody went ahead and filed those charges against him. That's what I think. That was the last straw when it came to Martel. He realized, we're not acting. This girl's sitting there trying to make me look like a butt, because I'm pretty sure, just like when it came to Arionne say anything that's on the reality show, she don't take it as face value. That's what she said. Also, Nicole said, I pray that God will bless and not divide a marriage, especially based on what other people think. That is not a good decision. I would stay married. Absolutely. But that's what Melody, and you guys might sit there and say, oh, Melody. Yes, Melody, because Melody played a lot. Melody played a lot when it came to this show spiraling out of control. Martel did a lot. But like I said, Martel went to Melody and say, stop putting your personal business out there. Stop sharing it with YouTube. Melody even wanted to throw Kiki out as disposable garbage because she accused Kiki going to the bloggers. But Melody was doing the same thing all the while. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. It doesn't make sense at all. So most of all this stuff right here, when it comes to this dysfunction of marriage, these people ain't going to air their business out for other people entertainment. These people going through just like everybody else. But they just going to ride it. They're going to ride it out. Because why would they go out there for what? Unless they got something that's better. And we already saw when it came to Melody, what do Melody have? The only thing that we was talking about is Melody with the security guard. And if Melody got somebody out there, then if she's going to be on that reality show, then bring him on, because you're not going to meddle. You're not going to meddle in everybody's marriage. Nobody's not going to let you interfere in their marriage. And that's real talk. And she absolutely, and she should have struck Channel, and I'm pretty sure She's going to let these people build up, and most likely next week she's going to go ahead and let YouTube know that these people took her content. These people took her content, and those big channels, they know better than that, but they just arrogant. Travnisa said they moving in silence. Also, Nicole says, wonderful. I hope the Scots continue to thrive. Maurice called it when he said Melody is hurt and hasn't healed. Absolutely. Absolutely. She hasn't healed. And the thing about it is, guys, like I say, this is my opinion. What I think is that she really did not even wanted her husband. Because if she wanted her husband, her ex-husband, she wouldn't have handed over him to somebody, as Arionne said, with her eyes closed. She didn't want that man. She wanted the benefits. She wanted the clout. It was just a business marriage, a business arrangement. Once this man sat there and showed her a different side of life, she thought that the grass was green on the other side. This man couldn't please her. This man did everything that she wanted, tried to make her dreams come true. We didn't even know anything when it came to Star Search, how he wanted to bring her to Star Search. He even helped her with this reality show. He said he wished, that's what he told to Tasha K. What did Martel say? He wished he would have followed his first mind. But he did it to please her. She never was happy until somebody else took what she thought was trash and turned it to treasure. And I don't give a care what you guys go out there and say when it comes to Arion. Arion looked good. Very good. Don't look like she was lacking for anything. And it was at some kind of event, 100-man, some kind of event, Christmas event. We saw them this week. Martel said there and say, y'all thought we was watching this, what we gave you guys on YouTube. We wasn't watching that. We was at an event, something where Melody should have been. But Melody threw her husband away, threw everything away for a pipe dream. For door number 3, she got bumped. Now somebody else, they running with her blessings. And I know you guys, like I say, this channel might trigger you all. But you can't go around sitting there, if you don't like it, you can't go around sitting there and say, I'm going, like y'all talking about Arionne channel, I'm going to go strike it. You can't strike nobody's stuff. Like I said, if you can't handle what's in here, then you get out. Because ain't nobody going to tickle your ears. And that's real talk, That's real talk. And just like Marie said there and said, Melody is not healed. Melody is not healed because she sees someone else is about to take everything that she's wanted in life. And the only reason why it's happening, I'm going to tell you exactly why it's happening. Because she cast her pearls to swines. She let her goods be evil spoken of. And you probably said, they say, Melody, she put this out. They should have stayed on track talking about the comeback group building, but she wanted to make about her infidelity. So if you wanted to make it all about your infidelity, then you cannot tell people how to tell their story, their side, because we heard enough of your side. We rode on that trauma bonding train for entirely too long. And I promise you, when it comes to people are fair weather. People are fair weather. People be with you today and tomorrow they'll be with somebody else. I thought that was Melody's fans. I can't believe I saw such and such on Arionne's channel chatting. Y'all don't supposed to chat because the boss said there and say, don't chat. Don't even go to these people's channels. But like I say, people are fair weather. They'll be with you one day, tomorrow, honey, they'll look at you like dust because it's all about drama. These people only runs after drama. I love the way Travista, she handled it very professional. Kimmy didn't go into the gutter. Kimmy got straight to the point. You going to every last cast and you talking about my husband? Hey, whatever you got to tell me, tell it to my face. But you didn't hear her all hyped up because she knows exactly who to sit there and buck against. See, she plays with Tisha. Oh, Melody plays with Tisha and Marcel. But I'd be darned if she gonna play with Kimmy and Maurice. She didn't have that same energy. She didn't. And Kimmy did not have to say one word, but just be there. Because we already know what she was going to do. She was going to try to play the victim. And wants to talk about Maurice. That was embarrassing. Why would that be embarrassed? That wasn't your problems. That wasn't your problems to be embarrassed. Talking about, oh, Maurice should be embarrassed, or it was embarrassing to hear stuff like that. That's not your problems. You got 199 problems. And why would you want to inject yourself of something that you had no business, especially when you was all about your peace, because you needed a moment. You thought this man was going to give you a moment that you had to go through every last one of your casts talking about Maurice until you met Maurice face to face. And he handled you very well. And you want to try to be the victim. She wanted to be the victim, guys. She wanted to be the victim. Travisa said, midstream, the game changed and all players was notified. Oprah launched OWN in just 12 months because she could afford it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Also, Nicole says, when BET Network started, it took the original founder 6 years to get it up and running. Absolutely. It takes time. But see, it'll never work when you trying to cover somebody else's blessings. Take your eyes off of people. I hate that. I hate when people, they see your glory, but they don't know your story. They don't know what it took for you to get what you got. Oh, they feel that, oh, I can do it better. I hate those type of people. I really hate those type of people. Want something what somebody else's have, what somebody else have. Hey, Temper Blue says, hello, ladies. Hey, how are you doing? Nicole says, exactly. If there is no love and no marriage, what is the purpose of being on the show? Absolutely. Because it's love and what? Love and marriage in Huntsville. So what you going to do? What Melody going to do? Go around making mess, stirring up drama? You're not concerned about people relationship, about their marriage. Because if she was concerned about their relationship and their marriage, most likely she would have stayed in hers or have somebody to film with. You know, bring somebody to film with. Because like I said, when it comes to Martel and Arionne, honey, she got that locked. She got that locked, honey. And then he was trying to play as if Arionne is being weak. See, because these old single women, they don't know what it is being with a real man. Because like I said, you know, this Me Too movement got they messed up. Just because, you know, he said, okay, enough. So they think that, oh, he's being aggressive. No, it was enough. They did what they needed to do. It was over with. And if her husband or her fiance said it's enough, hey, that's don't mean that she's being weak. You know, she ain't gonna sit there and emasculate that man. You know, she's not gonna emasculate that man. She's gonna do what he wants. And and he gonna do what she wants because she looked it good. She's walking in Melody shoes, but she gonna show you exactly how to walk, and that's real talk. See, if you want to cut the grass in here to get the snakes out, start telling the truth. They don't like truth. People don't like truth. This is how I get the real from the fake. I start talking my truth. My truth may not be your truth. Like I say, got 101 channels in here. 101 people talking about this stuff, but I don't think it's that many. But however, you got people that's going to accommodate you. But in here, how you cut the grass to see who's the real snakes. Because I'm looking for people, whether, they like my content or they don't. It might be one day they don't like what I'm saying, but they still going to be, here. Are they going to, not going to be fair weather? Oh, I'm going to unsubscribe to her. Oh, I'm not going to follow her. Or I'm just going to set on her channel. I don't want those type of people, because it's going to be a time, I'm not going to say that every time when I come on, you're going to like it. You're going to like, I'm not saying you're going to like it, but whether you like it or not, you still going to be my people. So the thing about it is that I want people that's going to like my review, going to like my channel. That's the type of people that I like. So in order to get rid of the sheep from the goats, is sit there, start talking the truth. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. Nicole says, oh, Kimmy called Melody. Oh, yeah, I wrote that down somewhere. Kimmy called Melody. This is what Temper says. Yeah, I wrote that down. I put that note because I didn't want to forget that one. Thank you for bringing it up to my attention. Kimmy called Melody Cherie Rogers a wordsmith. I wrote that down. I don't think that Melody is a wordsmith. I think Melody is just miserable. I think Melody is just miserable. I wouldn't even call Melody a wordsmith. Melody is just miserable. And miserable people wants people to act just like them. How they say misery loves company. She's just looking for some company. But nobody is not going to bite that. Oh, she thought she had some company with Tisha. Oh, she thought she had some company with Tisha. But lo and behold. But like I said, next season, if she does not bring anybody on to film, you be darned. I be darned if I allow Melody to film with my husband, or even when when Tisha and Marcel had filmed with Melody, I'll be darned if that ever happened again. Because Melody has did too much stuff to their marriage to be in their face and to talk about being in alliance. If anything, Tisha should have talked how she had her in St. Thomas at the bottom, sleeping in that slave quarters. That's what they should have talked about. Nicole says, Ms. Gale, several content creators say the season has been renewed. Yeah, I did hear that as well. Content creators definitely took her content. Absolutely. That was wrong. That's what's wrong. I talked about that yesterday, guys. A bunch of bottom feeders. I talked about that yesterday. You want to go ahead and you want to talk about someone, but yet you got their content on their channel. Make it make sense. That should show you these people is not creative. But she sat there and say, let them do it. Because she's going after them. She's going to strike their channels. She's going to report them. And she knows exactly how to do it. Just like Nicole said, she did it before, okay? She knows how to do it. Arionne is watching this as well. You're not going to use her channels. And the thing about it, half of them don't even want to show their face, but wants to talk about Arionne. Don't even want to show their face. Arionne showed from the top of her head to the sole of her feet, her entire body. She didn't have nothing to hide. What you see is what you get. But they can't say that. They don't even want to get from behind the cameras. They don't even want to show themselves because they're miserable trolls. That's all it is. I think I read that one, but I'm gonna read it again. Exactly. If there is no love and no marriage, what is the purpose of being on this show? They will resume filming after the first of the year. I heard that last season from a content creator that knows some of the producers in the show. And that's another thing Gail needs to stop. That's another thing. And I think I had talked about that on Misbehaving's channel. When it comes to the production company, his producers, he need to go ahead and get a whole new crew. A whole new crew, because some of them, from what I saw, and this is just my opinion, when it comes to Call Is King production, some of those producers was feeding those bloggers. I already saw this even before all this stuff is coming out right now. Was feeding those bloggers and was only, it looked like they was only, giving Melody a good light. You didn't see the when it came to them dropping little, super teasers. It always was Melody the center. We didn't know nothing about other people because they didn't give us that opportunity. Just like when it came to Kimmy. Kimmy got 9 different, they got properties. The Scotts got 6. These people are doing things in their community. These people are building. These people is not Melody's backup. But we would never know what's going on because it made all about Melody. 2025, we shouldn't even be talking about Melody no more. Unless Melody got something that's going on. And if she does not have nothing going on when it comes to Melody and Martel, we don't want to hear anything about this. Because Martel is doing good. Martel is doing good. He's with the love of his life. If he was with her half of his marriage, like I said, that's not no side chick. That is not a side chick. That's his other woman. Now it's his wife because Melody gave it to him, handed her husband a good man. Yeah, I'm going to say a good man. He was a good man because we never, ever heard Melody talking about Martel was abusive. Never, ever until the end when all her stuff came out or she was losing control from what I saw of this reality show. Then you start hearing all types of stuff that's coming out. But Melody stood on Dr. Heavenly's channel and said he was never abusive. He treated her like a queen. Now what he's doing, he's treating Arionne like a goddess, a melanated goddess, because she's glowing. She's very happy. Looked it very good. Body was tight and right. But the thing about it, that what they're not talking about how Arionne said they traveled a lot. This man took care of her. They did things together because all he was looking for someone that was going to love him. Someone was going to do right by him, making him feel like a man. Sometimes a man not, and especially when it comes to a Southern man, sometimes they don't ask for too much. They don't ask for too much. And he got someone that made him feel like a man. Made him feel like a man. Let me see if I can play this right here. And like I said, ain't nobody can get mad. Who wants this? Tell me who wants this. Who wants this, guys?
Don't do, man, stop, man. Man, don't do.
Who wants that? Who wants that? And we got people sitting there saying, oh, he deserves that. You guys looking from the outside in. I promise you, you won't ever see Arionne would do this to him. But who wants that? Who wants to raise children in a toxic environment like that? Tell me who would want to do that. Who would want to do that? Just look at this.
Do this shit.
Not today. Don't push me. Look at this. Let's look at that.
Don't quit acting innocent. No, I'm saying don't do that. Like you have not pushed. No.
How are you going to allow anyone to push you to commit a first degree arson? How? Tell me how. I'll wait. And it was not just a first degree arson. It was a first degree attempted M, the big M. He could have had her arrested. Still couldn't have her. Still could have her arrested. Because like I say, the statute of limitation, it has not expired. This has not been over 10 years. Go and find out the statute limitation in Alabama. Just look at this. See, like I said, I prayed, and everything I prayed, God always said there, and he always bring it to pass. I pray, I say, God, show me how to get rid of these snakes. Show me how to bring in loyal people. I know who loyal people, because want me to tell you something? They're not going to just stay in the bushes. They're going to come out. They're going to show themselves. They're going to introduce themselves to Lady D. And they're going to sit there and we're going to talk. We're going to chop it up, whether we agree or disagree. Some of the stuff I say, they may not disagree. They may not agree, but they're going to still support me. So I'm in here. I'm cutting grass. I asked the Most High God how to cut grass. He said, stand on your truth. Cutting more grass today. I'm cutting grass today. Standing on my truth. This was what you call a first degree arson and a first degree attempted M. That's what this was right here. Don't push me. Who wants that? Who wants that? Who wants to live with something like that? Because she was not happy in her marriage. Because what he did was he spoiled her. Because she did, most likely, according to what we saw, she didn't have a pot to pee in and a window to throw out of. Melody, according to what I saw. She didn't have a pot to pee in and a window to throw out of. According to what I saw. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. From what I saw, according to what they put out. She didn't have a pot to pee in. So you might sit there and say, how can you say Melody didn't have a pot to pee in? Or if I want to get really ratchet, which I don't really talk gutter, a pot to piss in and a window to throw out of. Some of you guys might relate to that. I'm cutting grass today, baby. You mad? You mad? How the heck she can say Melody did not have a pot to pee in and a window to throw out of? So let's go ahead down memory lane. We're going to go down memory lane because I got time today, honey. According to what they put out, Melody and Martel was both school teachers. They both was working in that field. And we already know, hey, we're not going to, demise small beginning because we all came from small beginnings. But they both were school teachers. Martel decided that according to what they put out, stop me when I'm wrong. Stop me when I'm wrong. Please stop me when I'm wrong. Hey, T. Martel decided that he and his brothers wanted to go into their own business, a lawnmower business. They say Martel turned it into $1 million business, him and his brothers. And some might say that and say, you can't make $1 million off a lawnmower business. You a liar, and the truth is not in you. That's a very, very good business. So what he did was he decided to get his wife out of the school system and made her the face of his business, the CEO. Okay? Stop me when I'm wrong. Stop me when I'm wrong. So most likely they was doing good because, like I say, I can relate to all this stuff right here. You see how the numbers going down, Nicole? and I'm like I say, I'm not changing in here. I've been talking like this since day one. I'm not changing in here. So if they think that I'm going to say something that's going to tickle their ears, this is the wrong channel. We cutting grass in here. 2025. We separating the sheep from the goats, the lions from these false sheep in wolf clothing. We separate. We doing some cleaning. So if this is how to do the cleaning, is start telling what I see. This is only what they put out. They put out their business for the entire world to pick it apart. Like I said, much is given, much is required. I only could talk about what they put out. And if I'm wrong, come somebody correct me. Stop me. I ain't going to tell you I have it all together. So that's why I sit there and say, to me, it's entertainment purpose only. So all this right here is alleged of what they put out. Okay? But right here, I can relate to some of the stuff because I've been through it, especially when you start from a very humble beginning and people looking at your glory don't know your story. People looking at, now I have arrived. They thinking, oh, you about this life. Sometimes people get a big head. He made her the CEO of his business. Now, any other business that fell in place, that was after Martel's business. Stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. Hey, Stylist. Stylist says, hey, Lady D, checking in. Thank you for coming in, Stylist. Thank you for coming in, T. Jones. Thank you, guys. And if I miss you, I apologize. Charge it to my heart, okay? But I need you guys to stop me when I'm wrong. So any business preservation business Melody had, it was after Martel. It was after Martel. Okay? But like I said, Martel made Melody the CEO of his business. He put it all in her hands, the paperwork. You guys want to go out there and call Martel slow, Martel dumb? But he did what he was equipped to do. His job was to tear down houses and build them back up. Melody was the CEO, the administrator of that business, to make sure that all the legal work, the booking, everything is in place. But what did happen according to this article? Like I said, I don't make this stuff up. These people had a $10 million judgment over their head. $10 million on the IRS. Not just Martel, but Melody as well. Stop me when I'm wrong. Stop me when I'm wrong. Because like I said, I don't know these people. I only can go by what they put out. According to these articles, 50 creditors. Not just in Martel's name, in Melody's name as well. That debt belongs to both of them. Okay? Bad credit. Bad credit. Bad credit. So like I said, if she was the one running the inside of the business and Martel trusted her with it, how did that happen? Because want me to tell you something? Living like the Joneses. And soon when things start falling apart, out there sitting there, want to hobnob with the elites, but inside living like the Walters, fighting and carrying on. Just look at that, fighting and carrying on.
No, do not. You go ruin this furniture.
And I can go.
Fighting and carrying on, wanting to unalive that man in that house over $17,000. And then the thing about it, she was so arrogant, such a narcissist. She made a reaction video. You remember when she wanted to come out with that last song? You remember when she wanted to come out with that last song? Made a reaction video. And the reason why the Most High God didn't let it get nowhere, because, like I said, she let it evil spoken of. She let it evil spoken of. She let her gifts be evil spoken of. So that's why it really didn't go nowhere. How the heck you going to sit there and commit a first-degree arson, a first-degree assault? That was assault. The big M, first degree. Over money. Like I said, we in here today, guys, if you're just coming in, I'm looking for people that's going to support my channel, people that wants to come in to hear my content, my truth. Do I have it all together, all right all the time? No. But whether something that I like, something that they don't like, but they still going to be here. I'm cutting grass today, guys. I've been cutting grass almost going on now for a whole month. We cutting grass in here. We cutting grass. So if you want to know what cutting grass is, in order for us to see the snakes, we got to cut grass. So in the natural, you might say, oh, D is going outside and cutting grass. No. D is standing on her truth. The truth cuts. See, everybody wants something that's temporary. So everybody wants a painkiller. But we doing open heart surgery today in here. We doing open heart surgery. And in order to see the truth, you got to open up. Like I said, when I'm wrong, guys, come on, Nicole. She been here for a long time. Nicole knows my heart. Country girl. Star. Misbehaving them. Come on, guys. All you guys checking your boo. All y'all guys. T. Jones. All you guys. Y'all know me. I'm real. I'm real. Do I have it all together? No. But when I'm wrong, I promise you, I won't get mad. Stop me when I'm wrong. And this is not being jealous. It's not being hate. It's not being jealous, not being hate, because these people put their life out there. But stop me when I'm wrong. Who wants to live with this?
You don't ruin the furniture. No. Do not put that on.
Look at that. Who wants to live with that? Who wants to live with this? And then we had these bottom feeders that wants to come on and laugh at Arionne because Martel told her, that, is enough. It is enough. You done did what you did, and it went viral. It's over with. It's done. Y'all done got it back. But just because he said it was enough, you wants to sit there and say, oh, now, she being submissive. Ain't nothing wrong being submissive. Long as he's treating me right and he's being submissive to me. We're a team. But she's not going, I don't ever think that Arionne would treat Martel like this. You would know when you got a good man, the way that he treats his mom, the way that the mom looks up to her son. And she know her son is a good man. She even sat there and said it herself. What did Miss Marlene say? Miss Marlene said that, look like Melody is trying to unalive my son. And we didn't even know what she was talking about at the time. When she sat there and said, look like Melody is trying to unalive my son. Working my son like a dog. And it's not a word verbatim, but, But now, look, this right here. Look at that. Look at that. Calm now. I'm not playing. Went in this man's house while she was sitting there most likely, and this is my opinion, out there sitting there with every you know what. But just because they decided they have their money in the same account, and the reason why they had this money in the same account is the same reason why they didn't divorce, because they was business couples. They was not about a union between a marriage. So miss me with the adultery, because that was out the door with these two right here. That was out the door with these two because they both was doing the same things to each other. Let's go ahead and play. Like I said, honey, and here's real talk. I'm not sitting there worrying about you guys, honey. I'm going to stand on my truth. Let's go ahead and play this right here. They always doing the same thing. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. And this little part right here, let me see if I can read this little part. Melody, and this is according to what Martel put out. Let me read this part right here. Let me see if I can get it. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Let me see if I can. Melody, who was watching our kids. This is according to what Martel said. So let me put all this alleged. To me, this is entertainment purpose on. These people put their life out there. All this alleged. Melody, who was watching our kids for over an hour, this according to Martel, when you left them in the car unattended while getting your makeup done, nobody, a lady who had to bang on the place of business. And I think where it says to see who kids it was, okay? Left the kids in the car, according to what Martel said, while she was out there getting herself pampered. While she was getting herself pampered. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And they were married. So it doesn't matter who cheated first. It doesn't matter who cheated first. But they was married. So if you want to sit there and say adultery, look at that. Like I said, these people was business according to what they put out. And it's my opinion. These people had a business marriage. Summer sat there and say, stop the lies. Tell me where I'm lying at. Tell me where I'm lying at, Summer. Like I said, I'm not going to chew you up, but don't call me a liar. Don't call me a liar. Because like I said, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have a dog in this fight. I only can go by of what these people put out. I only can go by what these people put out. Am I lying? If I'm lying, you tell me where I am lying at. And I promise you, I stand for correction. But don't come in here and say I'm a liar. Don't say that. Because one thing, like I said, I don't get paid for this. And I'm not going to give you a clickbait like you see these bottom feeders just for clicks and likes. Because if I want clicks and likes, I'm going to stand on my truth. And that's real talk. Nicole says, a very pure, good-hearted prophetess, but your word is truth and cuts sharper than any two-edged sword. Let me read this again from my baby Nicole says, and I didn't pay her to do that. But like I said, iron sharpen iron. God said, I will make your gift. Your gift will make room. They going to see your gifts. Nicole says, that's why I say I'm not mad with these people, because I know people that knows my heart. A very pure, good-hearted prophetess, but your word is truth and cuts sharper than any two-edged sword. So that's why Summer can come out and say you're lying. Because one thing about when you start talking the truth, their ears start bleeding. Ow, stop it. Stop it. You hurting my ear. The truth hurts. The truth is like, like open heart surgery. Nobody wants their hearts open. So that's why they could come on and say, stop your lies. Summer, if you feel the message is not truthful, you may want to go elsewhere. That video with the torch and the lighter feel looking like true to me. Like look like true to me too. It looked like true to me. It means the torch and the lighter fluid looks like truth to me. Absolutely. So let me know. Let me know. Look at that. Look at that.
Call them and get my money moved back to the account.
This girl was a Tasmania devil. Who wants to live with something like this? Like I said, you can build a house. You can furnish the house. God don't have me to minister that. I've been saying that from day one. Now it's time to minister to that. Because now it has come to pass. It has come to pass. You can build a house. You can furnish the house. But that does not mean that you can live in that house. What we are doing right now, we are cutting grass. We are separating the true lines, the true sheep from the goats. Everything that Melody put her hands on, the kinker worms, the palmer worms, the locusts, and the caterpillars came and they ate it up. And what the locusts, the caterpillars, and the kinker worms ate up, the winds, the storms, and a hurricane called Arion came and cleaned it up. And walking in her shoes, her glory, because she thought that the grass was greener on the other side. Like I said, what trash to you is treasure to somebody else, because she thought that the grass was green on the other side. Summer, have you done this before in your home? Is this behavior something you approve of? Let's pin that. Summer, have you ever done this in your home?
It's our money.
It's split 50-50 like it's supposed to be.
We just split the $150,000 50-50.
And look, she got mad. She got mad because she thinks she's entitled. She thinks she's entitled. But this man gave you a life. This man gave you a life. And I don't think that they make those type of men like Martel. Those what you call the old school men. These men today, honey, they are, how you say that? I can't pronounce that word. Androgynous. You know, like men wants to be so feminine. These men looking for you to take care of them. You ain't gonna find no men out there that's going to take care of a woman the way that Martel took care of Melody. You ain't gonna find those type of old cats, just like Nene Leakes. Nene Leakes had to come out and she had to admit, you ain't gonna find no Greg Leakes. She ain't gonna find no Greg Leakes like that. This Me Too movement got you guys all messed up. Me Too movement got you guys all messed up. Got you guys out there looking like a fool, looking like a Sukihana. A sexy red out there swinging on the poles, thinking the grass is greener. Oh, I'm a strong woman. How the heck you a strong woman? And I'm not talking about Melanie. I'm just talking in general. From pillar to pole, every Tom, Dick, and Harry. Does that make you a strong woman going out there booking ready to everything that you can put your hands on? Don't know where they have been? I told you. A woman cannot do what a man can do. You got these people think you can do exactly what a man can do. A man can go outside right now, buck naked. Ain't nobody gonna say not one word. Oh, she old fashioned. Oh, she this. No, Sometimes we got to go back to these old values. But Trump gonna put you guys back in place, okay? But it's a shame when you thinking that, oh, I wants to act like a man when it's convenience with me. I wants to be equal with a man until they start telling you, oh, okay, you want to act like a man? You wants to be equal? Then you're going to have to sit there and pay your own dinner. You're going to have to pay half of the rent and all this other stuff. Then all of a sudden, I'm a woman. Make it make sense. This ain't no Burger King yet. And androgynous. Thank you, Nicole. Androgynous. Thank you very much. See, my people ain't gonna, like I say, my people got my back. That's what they want to be now. Androgynous. You know, these men look so feminine. They in the mirror more than you are. They ain't gonna take care of you. If anything, you gonna take care of them. They spoil rotten. Spoil rotten. Trust me. Lady D, I have get that lucky. I always get the alpha macho man. God never send me a man I can boss around. Absolutely. Because God protecting your anointing. God would never, ever allow you to sit there and try to emasculate the man. Because like I said, ain't no blessings going to come through that. No blessings going to come through that. No blessings going to come through that. If anything, you're going to end up losing. And that's what you see. You're going to end up losing. You see? They don't want to hear that. They look, look at that. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see that. Like I said, and you wondering why things is like it is. You wondering, like Martel say, you can't talk about no Arion. You cannot talk about an Arion. When she was on that platform at the reunion, Martel said they say, I wish I could find that clip. I got that clip. Martel said, you can't talk about no Arion. Wants to say that just because she in her nice Sunday dress best or whatever she is. You can't talk about no Arion. You can put lipstick and on a pig. It's still a pig. You can't talk about Arion. You both was out there most likely, according to what Martel said, and all this right here is alleged to me. Y'all was out there doing the same thing. But the thing about it, like I said, when it comes to Arion, and Arion is not going to go out there and try to emasculate this black man. She's not going to do that. Because see, Melody thought that her crap didn't stink. Just like when it came to Maurice. Maurice had to call that out. Maurice had to call her out. Girl, you better sit down. You dropped the ball. And sometimes, honey, it takes years to get that back, honey. You push me. You push me. How you gonna push somebody to commit a crime? Make it make sense. Let's listen. This is the day that I think when Arion and Martel had got engaged. I feel it in my spirit. So let me know, Arion.
I'm gonna start that up. Cooking with Arion.
So okay, so it's season 4. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I pick that up. Season 4. Okay, yeah. Want to talk about Arion? Let me see. Let's play this. I like this right here.
She's got to cook more often.
Martel,
I'm just kidding.
I was about to say I cook every day. Yes.
Let's stop this right here. What she say? Ain't nothing wrong with cooking every day, honey, for your man and your children. Ain't nothing wrong with that, because we already know, according to what we saw, we only can talk about what they put out. Most of Melody's dishes allegedly came in a aluminum foil pan. She even talked about how she caters food. Every time you see, it's catering food. Children ain't gonna remember that. You didn't put your air bow in that. Down here in the South, we say you ain't put your foot in that. You had somebody else to cook that. Children ain't gonna remember that. Just because you got the table sprayed with somebody else and put together. Children gonna remember when we all put it together. Like this day right here. This is the day where I think that these two had got engaged or married.
Oh,
yeah.
How about just go without the filter?
How about not, girl?
You look good with that.
I know, but still.
Hey, girl, hey. Y'all so funny. Hey. Hey, Knox, ready to eat?
And I said I want some chicken, even though it's not chicken.
Oh, we're going to call it chicken. Mm-hmm. Are you ready to eat?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, hold on. So this is what Knox like to do.
And then the thing about it, you guys want to go around and you want to talk about Arion? I already broke that down yesterday, honey. These people been together half of that marriage. This girl, according to what we saw, and it's based on my opinion, she pushed, just like she said, Martel pushed her to pour lighter fluid on that couch. She pushed her husband out there. She pushed her husband out there. And I don't think when it comes to Arionne, honey, Arionne is not going to let that man go, honey. She ain't going to let that man go. She going to hold tight to that man, honey. Nope, it's nothing wrong with being in the role of a woman, especially when a man holds up his role properly. Absolutely. I love that, honey. Absolutely. Nothing is wrong with being in the role of a woman, especially when a man holds up his role properly. And he did a good job, got her looking good. You're going to know when you're unhappy. You're going to know when you're unhappy. But this looked like, honey, she is happy. She's happy.
Watch out. Watch out. Oh. He like to do flips.
Look, but don't want to flip down.
All right. You say you like that? Flip.
Absolutely. Temper says Maurice Scott law degree kicked in when talking to Melody Cherie. Absolutely. That's why I don't understand when it came to Destiny. When Destiny has said, I guess Destiny wasn't thinking Kimmy should go ahead and jump in. Kimmy said that and say, honey, my husband, he was Valerie Victoria. He knows exactly what he's talking about. He was on the top of his class. He knows what he's talking about. Melody, she met the right person. Melody met the right person. Always looks happy.
You ready to eat? Oh, you say you happy today? Mm-hmm. I bet she is happy today. If I was, I would be too.
And you see that part right there, I think that's the part when they had got engaged or they had gotten married. But I think they've been was married because, I've been calling it from day one. But it was something about this right here. When he say, oh, she happy. I bet she is happy. He said, well, you should be happy too. That's the day when they had gotten married or engaged. That day right there. Let's play that again. Because, when I speak something, honey, you could take it to the bank. Let me know, Arion, about this day right here. I felt something in the spirit was special about this day right here.
You say you like that? Flip. You ready to eat? Oh, you say you happy today? Mm-hmm. I bet she is happy today. If I was, I would be too. Okay. Yeah, she happy. She should be. I'm happy too.
You should be.
Well, I should be happy. Mm-hmm. I am. Mm-hmm. Most definitely. Mm-hmm. Most definitely.
Mm-hmm. That's the hope.
Cooking with Ari. That's what this is. Cooking with Ari. Go start that up. Cooking with Ari, because she can cook. She's a great cook.
Can't say thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You see? Shoot. A man gonna go where he's happy and he's going to treat her like the goddess that she is. A man is only gonna be where he's happy. If he's not happy, trust me, he gonna leave. He gonna leave. But this man is happy. And Knox, you're right. Knox doing the clip shows mannerism. Because like I said, he's in a home with pure love, not a toxic environment. You push me. How the heck you gonna push somebody to do a crime? Make it make sense. Kimmy came in mainstream of conversation, but Maurice handled it, so there was no need to say anything. Absolutely. I need a video by itself about that because I wanted to elaborate on that. Drink some tea because I know my voice is about to go out. She couldn't handle him because she thought she was entitled. You met the right one. She went through every last one of her casts. And at the last, she met up with Maurice. And that's when the buck stopped there. I can't wait for the reunion, guys. I can't wait for the reunion. So, guys, I'm about to close it up. Y'all can go ahead and close me out because I done did 2 hours. Ain't nothing gonna come out this mouth. My throat. I never see Martel with anyone else either. So they may be engaged or married. Absolutely, absolutely. Because this man loved her. He wanted to be loved because he's a good man. He wanted to be a good man. But no, this thing thought she had her cake and to eat it too. She thought she had him wrapped. But like I say, what trash to you is treasure to somebody else. Look at this. Look at this. She thought she had him round her finger. And when she lost him, honey, and Arionne, honey, she gonna hold tight to that, honey. And he got her looking good. She looking good. And the ones that said they're saying, oh, shut up. You just jealous. This girl sat there and she traded in her whole family for a freaking pipe dream. For a freaking pipe dream. And she thought that Tisha was going to do the same thing. Tisha say, who? You threw your marriage out there, honey. I'll be darned if I throw my marriage out there. You better go ahead and kick rocks. You better go ahead and kick rocks. That's what Kimmy told her. I mean, that's what, let me see if this is right here. Let me see what this says. Hold on, guys. Let me see what this is. Oh, no, that's not it. That's not it. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. That's not it. I wanted to see what that was. I never seen Martel with anyone else either, so they may be engaged in marriage. Absolutely, because that's who he with. That's who he loved. And he gonna treat her like the queen she is, like the goddess she is. Okay, Nicole. Nicole say happy holidays, Lady D, and to all the truth seekers. Great show as always. Merry Christmas. And Merry Christmas to you guys. And like I said, all this right here is my opinion. All is alleged. To me, it's for entertainment purpose only. In here, like I said, we are grown folks. We ain't got time to tickle nobody ears. We don't know these people from a can of paint. We only can go by what they put out. You air it out, you are free game. But Melody, according to what we saw, she thought that the grass was greener on the other side. And what did she get? What did Melody get? Melody got door number 3. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Okay, so on that note, guys, you all be blessed and enjoy.
And if people say, Monica, how can you laugh at that? Because damn it, it's fun.